So this is CRM. This is OnePage. And that would be my morning, let's say, to-do list. So I call it action stream. So where you have all your contacts listed here, listed per urgency of tasks. So, these would be on top and maybe some overdues. I didn't get around to them yesterday. And they would be bucket of today actions and some future actions as well that can wait a little bit, right? So you have today list, and okay, I can see that Mark has a kind of nice deal associated with him, and I probably just want to maybe push it up a little bit. So I just kind of drag it up and start kind of working on it. Okay, so you see your deals, whatever it's associated with. Everybody might have a different process, but this is just what I kind of go by. And here's just the account view. So how many stakeholders could be included in that sale? Okay, well, if it's a couple, or how many people are actually decision makers here as well. Like, it's maybe important. And let's go to Kelly. So this is just a clear view of all the contact information that you have. So there could be more, maybe links, maybe from the social media, but some background information that maybe you want to put in. And I have some custom fields that, okay, property preferences. She's interested in urban beachfront, close to amenities. This can be very long, and it can be really customized to your needs, however you want to display the data. And this is just an example. Okay, property type, what she's looking for as well. But what's really important when we come to a contact is just this next action. So I created my little flow here. So I have seller and workflow as well. So, okay, at that point, I'm on the step 2 of the buyer workflow. And this is just my kind of idea of how I would kind of work. But okay, I have a property search and sent. This is what I have actually completed. So I sent Kelly some nice properties that potentially she could be interested in. So I just want to make sure that I complete this. And then what I do, I just want to show you that, okay, these are my flows. Okay, so I just created certain, sequence. I have a seller flow and S1, S2, but this is just mine. Everybody can be different.
Do whatever you want. Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
Or you can do it right in the thing with the next action. As soon as you check off, I did it, then you can create a next action if you want to, right then too.
You can, exactly. You don't have to use predefined. If there's something happening outside of that flow, absolutely you can do it. I just want to show you that they are in the background if you want to put them in. So for example, okay, that was my second step. So if I want to kind of type 3,
it'll come up.
Like, they just come up and.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Fair property stuff. Cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And you can schedule to in the future, or maybe sometimes, I find it quite handy as well that you send something to your client and you're waiting for them to respond.
Yeah, that's right. Hello, you live? Get it? Yeah.
I know. So there's no action for me to do anything to do next. I'm just waiting for them that they get my email and the response and stuff like that. So some people might just find it quite handy to actually use this. But if everything goes fine and I'm okay with the follow-up, I just kind of schedule that for the future. Again, here, I covered the deal part in a minute as well, but here you can see all the timeline, all those history interactions, my notes, my preferences, what I gathered during the conversations, okay, the deals and the actions that I completed in the past as well. So you can see the progress where you are. But I sent Kelly a couple of emails. She was inquiring about the holiday homes in California. Great. I have a couple of them. So we had a couple of, email exchange. And what's the nice thing is about it that we also give you opportunity to see if that email was opened by contact and when it was opened, okay, and how many times. So that has only been viewed once, but it's actually very nice because you can see, okay, well, at least they saw the email. I can just follow up with them as well. And here
does it show open? Does it track whether it opened the email or not?
Yeah, look.
It does. Okay, right there. Okay.
Yeah. I think she opened all of them anyway.
Okay.
It's good. Yeah, I have some pinned, brochures, maybe if you want to attach some, documentation that you send or, something for reference. But here in the deal, I just put the address of the property and I have different stages. Okay. So I can track, the interest of that potential buyer, and okay, this meeting arranged, the property viewed, okay, and I can kind of increase the possibility of closing that deal. Obviously, all those stages are customizable, so you can actually adjust to whatever suits your business as well. If there's any need, there's an email, and I'm happy to maybe just invite her to open house viewing, and I just kind of put it in, so I have a template included in the background as well. And again, we can see that this email will be tracked. If she opens it, at least we know it, and we can send it out to her.
Perfect.
Okay. And one thing actually I might just mention, because Kelly actually is married, so I'd like to acknowledge that, and I want to kind of have visibility of all the stakeholders in that profile. So I just can add a relationship, and Tom is also in my CRM, and I just kind of configure it just to have that visibility again, what you're aiming for, to have the full bird's eye view.
So if they're not there, if they're not already in your system, you have to put them in your system. You have to put them in the system first.
You have to put them in the system, yeah.
Okay. And there's no way to add it right from there. You have to add them. You have to add the contact and then go back to Kelly. Is that correct?
Yes, I think here you'll be able to, let's say.
Oh, okay, you can do it right there. Okay.
You can actually add it from here.
Add contact. Okay, cool. Okay.
So there's kind of ways around it. Okay. So I just thought might be interesting just to show you that if I go out from my action stream, and let's say I have different statuses here. So here I want to kind of maybe categorize all my contacts that I'm currently dealing with. Okay, so I have some leads, clients, or buyers, or sellers, or tenants, different categories, and I can easily kind of pull them up as well. But I think what's nice about it is that you can actually add various tags to your contact, right? So, okay.
So you can only, so let me ask you can only have them in one status, correct?
Status you can have in one, yeah, because I suppose it can change, they can change. But for tags, you can add multiple tags.
Okay.
You can add, I don't know, maybe California or some other tags, or whatever you want. And then you can actually use the filters to segment your data as well, which is quite interesting, because maybe if you knew that you have a property coming up in certain area that people would be interested in, you can actually create a filter here.
Let me ask you this. So like, in mine looks different than yours. Going back to the active stream, you know how it says ASAP today, May 22nd, or whatever. How do you get all those to show up? Because right now I'm only showing the red. I'm only showing the ASAP ones show up. I'm not showing today or like next week the ones I have going. I tried to go to the focus part. I don't know if that's a different setting. I thought I would ask you.
Okay. Well, the focus does limit kind of your visibility. All right. And the way I have it, I like to have my contacts that only have a next action. Okay. These are the ones.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
You see that I have many more contacts here. But sometimes it pollutes your view, takes
too much
space. So, I get to them, but I just like to have my list maybe cleared for today. And for you, why you only see ASAP, but I wonder, we can definitely kind of look into it.
It might just be the way I put them in there. It might be my mistake. So it looks like I don't even have a next action for them. So that might be my mistake.
Okay. Yeah. So that's why it's important that, for example, when you complete that action, don't leave it blank.
Another one in. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Whichever it might be. So that's handy. So then let's say I managed to segment my data. Okay. All my buyers and set the location, and then I want to email them at one go. So you can actually send a bulk email. And again, I just have my template prepared, and maybe just follow up after property viewing or things like this. And this is, this is a template, so definitely has variable kind of included. But then when you preview them, you can see that they are obviously filled with the real data. And if there was a need to maybe add extra information to that email, I was glad to meet your family.
Oh, like a little detail of the conversation and stuff.
Yeah, just to personalize a little bit more. Exactly. So
that makes sense.
You can kind of, go through them, how many you have, and you can add the information. Or
and show them the value of how to attach the first name if you want to do a bulk email. Or are you going to do that in a second? Sorry if I jumped ahead.
So, okay, I have to come out from here. So basically, if you go here and
template,
yeah. So okay, this is my template. So I already have included that variable.
Oh, okay.
Choices. So it could be first name or whatever. It maybe could be some custom fields from the property. It could be like the interest. They may be interested in the garage or garden or beachfront and things like that. So you can actually play around with it, whatever is suitable for you.
Yeah.
And so basically that's it. And
Rafi, just so you know, there's no templates included, correct? You add your own.
It's not templates included. No. We I suppose we serve a variety of different industries, so everybody would have a different template. So that would be kind of populating it too much. But you definitely, use your own templates. I think it doesn't take much time to set it up. And maybe just you mentioned the lead clipper as well. So quickly, just want to show you one thing. You can you can actually search for someone on social media, like in LinkedIn or Facebook from here. If you had a correct data, you'd be able to look them up on LinkedIn. Okay, so she's actually here as well, and just to kind of have another source of information. But sometimes you might just come across, maybe I'll be able to show you. Okay, so another example on LinkedIn. Okay, I might just take Kelly. I don't really know Kelly, but
you delete it, yeah.
And through the browser extension, you can actually bring Kelly's detail directly to the CRM as well. So as you can you see that side panel?
Yeah. So all you do is open to it, and then it automatically brings it in, or do you gotta copy it, and then how does that work?
It actually brings it in. So
it automatically, if it's on that page, it just brings it in.
Yeah. It does recognize the first and last name and extra details. And here you actually can, you have the same visibility of next action. So you can actually, initial consultation with Kelly, maybe, let's say, and I just save it, I can sketch it on Thursday as well. So that's handy. And I mentioned as well that, the forms, you can actually create a form in OnePageCRM as well. And this is the form that I actually copied from one of the real estate agent website. And it's just it's customizable. All those colors can be changed. And maybe you want to, collect that data and have it in the CRM. So Sammy Bradley was interested and she submitted a web form, and let's see Sammy in the CRM. Okay, there she is. Okay, so I have pre-configured that any web form submission will come into a CRM with ASAP action associated with it. Okay, so I just want to make sure that I act on the submission as soon as possible. Okay, and they will not be lost. So this is one of those things. Yeah, so I think that's it. Scotty, really just keep it very kind of clean and
simple. So simple. So what questions do you guys have for Gosha, if any? I know there was one that's templates. How can you use the CRM to focus on agents referrals? So Jen, so there's a couple different ways. One would be and I'll just answer this in Gosha, maybe you have a different answer, but one would be status. This is what I'm just off the cuff thinking. There's two ways. One, as a status as a lead. Two, as a tag, and create the agent referrals as a tag. So if you or you have a client referral, how would you do that, Gosha? What would be the best way to manage referrals? Say you have 10 referral sources and you want to track who the referral source is, and the best way to do it.
Okay, so maybe we can use lead source. Maybe so if you had referral sources and you want to kind of put in where they're coming from. Okay, they're kind of typical for website and maybe sales related kind of data, but if there's just limited amount of sources, maybe put them in here. But I think using a tag as well, I think it's good. And then it's very easy to actually bring them up. That, okay, you got 5 or 10 or, contacts from that one source as well. So there's a couple of
lead source. Yeah. You see that gear? It's right there. See that gear that pops up? You can actually edit all the lead sources you want, add, subtract, delete. whatever you want to do. So you could have multiple lead sources, just add a lead source right there. Yeah. Same with tags, same with status.
Everything is
really easy.
customizable.
Everything is customizable. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. But great question though. Great question.
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't touched much on the deals, let's say, site. Like there's a pipeline there as well that you can drag. If you prefer to work on the deals kind of side more than the contacts kind of based interactions, then you can drag your deals, and move them from one stage to another. And you can also see all your deal list. It's here. So in order to work with your deal list, you can actually export it to Excel spreadsheet and maybe kind of, massage the data whichever way you need it. But you can actually clearly see, okay, what deals you have on, what's happening, where, what stage they are, and when they're due to close.
Yeah, great. Those got to be context. So once you have a contact and say you start talking with the client, let's just walk through this. So you get a call today from a referral that's thinking about selling their home. So that's in the meeting arrangement would be the 20%, like meeting arrangement. Like you get an appointment, you would bring them into OnePageCRM, you would add them as a contact, add them as the meeting arrangement. And then as and you can have different pipelines, correct? You can have different pipeline statuses, buyers, sellers. So those are all negotiable. So like right up there, where it says all team members filters pipeline values. So click on that pipeline value right there. Yep. So these are that's not what I was looking for. So yeah, so you would have one for buyers, one for sellers. I think, can you have different pipelines?
You can have two pipelines actually. Yeah. So I was thinking, again, myself, like, one for buyers, one for sellers. That would be kind of nice because they would be different stages. So you want to,
yeah. I mean, similar, but different, showing properties or just listed, offer accepted, like, that type of stuff. So, okay, cool.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah. All right. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. The beautiful part about this is going back to the main page, if you will, Gosha. I think like when you log in, you have your action stream, just kind of going down the line. You have your waiting for, what am I waiting for? And what is it? How do you get someone in the waiting for stage? Like, how would I put, like, I'm waiting for something. How do I add somebody to that? Just, is it inside of the actual clientele?
Yeah, so it's really kind of to do with the next action. So, for example, consultation with Don, we've done that. I send him some kind of information about the property, and I kind of like to say, did he respond to my email?
Okay.
And I'm kind of waiting for him. And
waiting. So you choose waiting. Got it. Okay, there it is.
You can see that it's showing 0 days.
0 days. Yeah.
But after a while, it starts changing, and you see the badge kind of, okay, look at me and check what's the status of those waiting for items there.
Yeah. Very
It's actually quite handy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because you have all of them kind of listed over one place, and so all those waiting fors are together.
When the start, would you use the start for just your super hot contract, kind of like your pipeline type? Like, what do you use your stars for? Something super hot, or like?
Yeah, definitely something that you want to prioritize a little bit more than the kind of, the maybe higher value clients. But also another function for using stars is that we have the mobile application. So I mentioned that those is speed dialer, and the speed dialer works on the start items here. So for example, if I start a couple of them, they're the ones I want to call, and they will appear in that list in my speed dialer, and then I'll be just able to follow up. And then
how do you get to the speed dialer in the app? Because I'm in the app right now. I'm curious about that.
In the mobile app, are you on the Android or iOS?
iOS.
For iOS, actually, we have two mobile apps. So one is actually OnePage, but if you go to settings.
Settings. Okay. Calls, iOS. Okay. iOS phone. Okay.
Yeah, you can see on the road, and the settings, the second item is on the road dialer and the route planner. So when you kind of type.
I must be at the wrong phone. So if I click on the road, there it is. Okay, cool. Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. Didn't know this was here either. Thank you.
So that kind of it's a speed dialer, but route planner as well is quite handy if you have like multiple appointments, let's say, and you want to calculate your time, how long it will take from, between your appointments, and maybe who's waiting for you. You can actually, we use Google Maps for this. So it actually has traffic and would be able to accurately kind of assess, oh, you can expect me at that time, So that's, again, it's one extra point, for you, for customer support, looking after your customer quite well.
Interesting. Awesome. That's very cool. So Doug, answering your question, if you're still here, there's a speed dialer that's tied into it from the mobile app. So very cool. I had no idea this was here. Speed dialer. Here it is. All right. That's super cool. And it only brings in the ones that are starred. Is that what it brings in?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Kind of focus on the stars. Yeah.
Okay. Love it. Love. Okay, cool. Perfect.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
I learned a lot today. Thank God. I was missing some very key features that I had no clue. So I'm glad we did this.
As I said, it's packed with features, but we don't really want to overwhelm anybody.
Yes,
so I think once you conquer the contact management, and make yourself comfortable with using it, swiftly, and you're getting a value out of it, then you can actually progress maybe to a kind of more advanced features as well. And
yes. Yeah, basics is good. Basics is good because this is awesome. Gosha, thank you so much. Appreciate you more than you know. Thank you for putting this together and putting this demo on. Guys, I'll get this recording up underneath Fresh Agent Marketing, and so you guys can watch it again. I give it a try, and here's the link. So if you do want to try it out, here is and I'm just going to put this in me for everyone here. If you guys want to try it out, is it a 14-day trial?
A 21-day trial.
21-day trial. 21. Okay. bit.ly. Oh yeah. There you go. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. There's the link. 21-day trial. Try it out. There's no cost to try it at all, or scan the QR code to download the app and go to it. You're all good to go.
Good to go. And if there's any questions or if there's any support, needed, please do not hesitate to reach out. That there's lots of things on our website. It's also, I'd be happy to respond to your queries as well. I share my email address. Guys, we have 100% human support, so no bots, and I think I'd like to keep it like that.